you for joining me today, Mr. Johnson.
Thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
My name is Interior Coker, and I will be interviewing you today. I will be asking you a few questions today pertaining to your place of employment, and will be using this information anonymously in a survey. This survey will be a job survey of African American men in the United States. It will be used anonymously in a national newspaper article. This interview will be approximately 7 minutes long. If you have any questions after the interview, please feel free to ask. Let's begin. What is your place of employment as of today?
K&S Tools,
How long have you been working there?
5.5 years.
Do you enjoy working at your company?
Yes, I do. We are a family-based company, and we all have a good relationship with each other. So yes.
So what is your position exactly?
Well, as of right now, I'm a brake press operator, but I do have knowledge as being a CNC operator.
Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, what a brake press operator does is he takes various different types of material like metal, copper, galvanized steel, and what we do is form it to different angles and degrees and dimensions, depending on what the customer prefers for us to make for them.
Okay, what would you say is the hardest part about your job?
The hardest part about my job would be sometimes programming the machine. If it's a new customer that we never did any work for, interpreting the blueprint and figuring out exactly what the customer wants us to form or make out of the material sometimes can be a challenge. But once we figure it out, once the engineer makes a program for our machines, and it's easier for me to just go off of what's on my notes and what's in my blueprint, then I can program the machine to do the job.
Okay. How does your job affect your everyday life?
It's exhausting. I mean, I work long hours, so I be tired a lot. I don't really have a lot of time to do a lot of personal stuff I would like to do, but I mean, it's work, so gotta make money.
Okay. What is your knowledge as far as your company products?
Well, we have different customers that we make parts and materials for. Otis Elevators is one of our biggest clients that right now that we are formally working with and making parts for elevators all over the world.
Okay, so is that a frequent job, or do you do that on an everyday basis?
It's an everyday basis. Every day we have material that comes in off of tractor trailers, and we measure, we weigh, we log the material into our system, and then it comes through. We have laser machines that cut the material to different patterns, and then it comes to my station where I'm the brake press operator. I form the material to whatever the print tells me to form it to.
Okay. What advice would you give to someone who is applying for your position?
Be knowledgeable of what it is to be a machinist. For one, you have to have knowledge of that. That's a plus. And plus, don't lie about what you know. Biggest problem we have with a lot of new people that come into our company, they lie on their resume about how knowledgeable they are. You come on the job, we're going to basically train you to what we want you to do or how we want you to do the job, but at least have some type of knowledge of what it, mathematical skills, machining skills on how to program a CNC or a brake press. So that's probably the biggest plus, I would think.
Okay. Are are there any outside qualifications besides training that a person would have to apply to your position?
2-year degree in machining, associates would help, associate's degree.
Okay. How is your company financial condition as of today?
As of today, I would think it's pretty good. It's a family-owned business. Mother and father formed the business 40 years ago, and they have other family members that help run the business. They do all their own financial everything. They keep up with records and stuff. So I imagine their financial situation is pretty good.
Okay. Do you have any future plans in your company or that you would like to share with your boss?
Well, just a few ideas on some of the jobs we run. I think I can give some input on how to run certain jobs we do that I do all the time more efficiently. Maybe me and the engineer could get together so we can talk about a few of the ideas that I have.
Would you like to discuss some of those ideas?
Yeah, I would. I mean, it's a few things I notice on a day-to-day basis as far as like what it is that goes on the floor, and probably with management, you know, we all probably need to work on a little better. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any additional information that you would like to share about your job that could be helpful in this survey?
Longevity is the key. And I guess, you know, when you go into a company, you're young, you're eager, and you want to work with a company that you know you're going to have or be with them for a while. Because when you look at it, the people you work with every day, they're like family. And this is a family-based company, so I don't think I will have a problem with being there for as long as I want to or until I retire.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me today?
No.
Okay. This concludes our interview for today. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. And it was a pleasure having you.
Thanks for having me.